Precious Lord, Take My Hand, Thomas A. Dorsey, 1899-1993. Thomas Andrew Dorsey was born July 1, 1899 in Villarica, Georgia to Reverend Thomas Madison Dorsey, a Morehouse graduate, and Ella Plant Spencer, a piano teacher. When Thomas A. Dorsey was 8 years old, the family moved to Atlanta, where he worked part-time selling ginger ale at a local theater and enjoyed meeting several celebrities. As a young boy, he had learned to play the piano from his mother. A child prodigy, he taught himself a wide range of instruments and was playing ragtime in his teens under the name Georgia Tom. He relocated to Chicago at age 17. In 1920, while attending a Baptist convention at Pilgrim Baptist Church and being overwhelmed by the musical preacher he had heard that night, he had a conversion experience which moved him to coin the term gospel music. Thomas Dorsey revolutionized the sacred church music and ushered in a new genre, gospel. He became widely known as the father of gospel music. He wrote 3,000 songs, a third of them gospel, including Precious Lord, Take My Hand. Precious Lord has been described as the greatest gospel song of all time. People around the world love it because of the heartfelt theme of faith and hope. It continues to attract new generations of audiences. This hymn was written as a result of a tragedy experience in Thomas A. Dorsey's life. According to my research, in 1932, he was scheduled to be the featured soloist at a large revival meeting in St. Louis, Missouri during the month of August. For some reason, he did not want to go because his wife was in the last month of pregnancy with their first child. In order to fulfill his obligation, he chose to go. It has been said that on the second night of revival, he had been repeatedly asked to sing. During a break between songs, a messenger boy hurriedly came to him with a telegram that read, "Your wife just died." He went to a phone to confirm the news. Once he returned home, he discovered his wife had given birth to a baby boy. He was torn between grief and joy. That night, the baby died. Mother and baby were buried in the same casket. It is noted that Dorsey felt God had done him an injustice. His immediate thought was he did not want to serve God anymore and wanted to go back to that jazz world he once knew so well. As he sat in that dark apartment, his mind went back to how much he did not want to go to the revival in St. Louis. Something kept telling him to stay with his wife, and he wondered if it was God. Had he listened, he would have been there when she died. From that moment on, he learned to listen to God. Thomas, being lost in grief, a friend took him to visit a neighborhood music school. It was a quiet late evening, and he began to play the piano. He said, and I quote, "The Lord gave me these words and melody. He also healed my spirit. I learned that when we are in our deepest grief, when we feel farthest from God, this is when He is closest and when we are most open to His restoring power. And so I go on living for God willingly and joyfully until that day comes when He will take me and gently lead me home." Something happened to me. I began to feel at peace, as though I could reach out and touch God. I found myself playing a melody I had never heard or played before, and the words just seemed to fall in place. End of quote. Precious Lord, take my hand. Lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. When my way grows drear, precious Lord, linger near. When my life is almost gone, hear my cry, hear my call. Hold my hand, lest I fall. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. When the darkness appear and the night draws near, and the day is past and gone, at the river I stand. Guide my feet, hold my hand. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. Thomas A. Dorsey died of Alzheimer's January 23rd, 1993, at the age of 93.
Precious precious Lord.